you too need to want the pros more than the cons, because I guarantee in every lazy situation, the pros outweigh the cons. Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Diana if you're new here. And yeah, let's get started. Today there is a lot of noise going on outside. I apologize. I tried pausing the video, waiting. The people who mow outside, I think they came early, but I don't know what's going on. They have been taking forever. Anyways, they should have been done a long time ago, but I have to go places, so I have to finish filming the video. So that's why I am still filming in the middle of the noise, and I am sorry if you can hear it, but I digress. Let us continue. Today I want to talk about how to not be lazy. I remember in 2020, I think that was the world's laziest era that I can think of, right? We couldn't do anything, so we lounged. People went days without showering. Oof, I've heard some still do. I mean, I saw people going to stores in pajamas, sleepwear. Wild, right? Yeah, it's really wild. But the thing is, laziness is kind of still carried on in many of us. We still hold on to that lazy part of us. You might be a lazy person in general, or you could be hovering laziness inside of you for a period of time. In any case, being lazy on a consistent basis does not solve problems, and it does not grant you any of your desires or move you forward, right? And if you've been lazy and you've seen something that's happening, that's probably why. There are two proverbs from a man named Solomon that always keep me in check. One is, "The soul of a lazy man desires and has nothing." And the other is, "Laziness leads to poverty." When I see those topics, those quotes, I turn on the drive. I'm like, oh no. Okay, I'm not gonna be lazy. But I wasn't always that way. I used to be lazy when it came to doing a lot of things, such as chores, putting myself together, finding lucrative jobs, living wonderfully. And the reality is that my reality showed me the results of my laziness. You could tell I was lazy. My home was always disgusting looking. I was living paycheck to paycheck. I was never getting what I wanted. I looked crazy. Anybody else? So, what about you? How are you being lazy? Do you sit around all day scrolling on your phone, wasting time? What are you doing? Are you too lazy to put on an appropriate outfit when you leave the house? Are you constantly ordering takeout instead of cooking? Are you constantly extracting resources from others instead of going to work if you are able? Are you skipping showering? Like, what are you doing that is lazy? And there are other ways. So if you are finding yourself in that lazy mode, here are some tips to help you stop being lazy. But first, be sure to subscribe if you have not yet, as that will help me to grow my channel and help with the algorithm. And if you're feeling lazy, to click that button. This is your exercise to get you out of lazy mode and do it anyway, right? Because you want to stop being lazy. And the first step is to do the thing. So click the subscribe button and hit the like button if you have not yet. Alright, let's dive in. Tip number 1. Create a driving force. You need a realistic reason or goal to help you get out of lazy mode. For instance, cooking and cleaning were never my desires. I hated those chores because I never continued doing them growing up. I literally had help. My family was my help. So doing those chores seemed like a lot of work. When it dawned on me that I needed a clean space, I felt that the only way God could be in my space was if it was clean. That was the drive. So I slowly started cleaning. And then I realized that one day I will be married, and I wanted to make sure I had the skills to cook and clean, as well as the enjoyment to do such chores. My driving force was marriage skills and having an inviting space for God. That's the only way I could actually get out of that lazy mode. So today, cleaning brings me peace and provides me with a space that adds joy and beauty to my life. And cooking is fun, especially when I cook for others or create a recipe. It's like, oh my gosh, I get to do it. I get so excited. And it can even be so therapeutic for me at times. I'm just like, wow. When I'm exhausted or I feel overwhelmed and there's so much going on, my brain can't stop thinking, I start to cook and I'm just at peace. It's just, it's so good. It's wild because that used to not be what I could do. But I'm no longer lazy in those departments. I can do the thing and I have fun doing those things. I enjoy them and I love what they add to my life. So, what is your driving force? Creating a driving force will motivate you or push you out of laziness. Try it out. Alright, tip number 2. Want the pros more than the cons. This will require you to put a little thought into your choice to not be lazy. For instance, putting on a well-presented outfit to go to the grocery store takes a little time and effort, but it puts you in a position of favor. You're treated better. Also, you feel empowered because, well, you look good. So if you consider those pros and want them more than the con of taking the lazy route of dressing frumpy, then you will be able to stop being lazy in that department. And wouldn't you rather get princess treatment? I mean, ladies, come on, right? Of course you would. Putting on a cute outfit, a nice presented outfit, just to go here or there, will just elevate your day. It will, and you will get the treatment that you want. Trust me. Here's another example. When I was living paycheck to paycheck, I was in lazy mode, okay? I was too lazy to apply for certain jobs because the work might be too much or too complex. I told myself that I couldn't get hired, so I struggled. Something I could have been able to fix. That was a con. The pro was that I would gain financial stability and a sense of freedom due to more pay if I took on a different job. I eventually wanted the pro more than the struggle. I got out of my laziness, applied, volunteered, hustled, learned new skills until I got the job that supplied my financial needs. Want the pro more. So you too need to want the pros more than the cons, because I guarantee in every lazy situation, the pros outweigh the cons. Let me know if that makes sense in the chat. Let me know, because yes. And if you try out any of these tips, let me know as well. All right, let us move on to tip number 3. Last but not least, decide to not be lazy. Decide to stop being lazy. This is probably the most powerful tactic you can use. A lot of times we make excuses, we talk ourselves out of things, we think we are incapable, we think there is no way. I mean, we would rather be lazy than have to do. But the question is, are you living the life that you want? Are things going the way that you want or imagined? If not, well, guess what? If you make a decision, meaning you decide that no more, you will flip the switch. When you decide, you make certain statements in your mind or out loud, such as, I'm not lazy. I will not be lazy. Laziness does not produce fruit. Being lazy is not serving me, is not giving me what I want, so I no longer choose to be lazy. I am going to get from point A to point B. I'm going to start getting my desires, my positive outcomes. And perhaps you do not see your laziness as lazy. I didn't. But if things aren't the way you want them to be, then you have the power and ability to make them better. You just have to decide to not be lazy in those departments that need improvement or that could make life better. Think of the men who built this world, right? If they were lazy or stayed in their laziness, we wouldn't have houses, shelter, structures, vehicles, anything that is allowing you to live comfortably. Laziness doesn't serve us well. I mean, there is a time, yes, okay, to be a little bit lazy, but not constantly, not when things aren't going great, not when the life you want is not the life you're living, right? So in your personal life, ask yourself, is laziness serving you well? Chances are it's not. So decide today to stop being lazy. Then do one thing that aligns with that decision. Does that make sense? All right, my darlings, I'm curious. What challenges might you be having when it comes to getting out of laziness? And put that in the comments below, right? Because I'm curious. I want to know what you could be struggling with, what you could be wanting a little bit of help with in that department of laziness. And if you're ready to stop talking about the thing and be about it, right? Whatever that thing is. Turn your goals and dreams into reality. I give you practical tools that will set you up for success in your endeavors in my Mindset Ignition course. You will ignite your mind for success and goal achievement, and you will master the secret that will transform your desires into reality. The link is in the description box below. Alright, my loves, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to hit the like button if you have not yet, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.